What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Coming at you with a brand new video today. Here we're going to be trying to do Can I Be a Pole Position by Colton Herta here at the Detroit Grand Prix. If you guys like this content, make sure to like and subscribe down below and let me know what other racetracks, what other pole laps you'd like me to try and beat from this season so far. I know I missed out on Barber, Indy GP, and Long Beach, mainly because they're just really damn fast, but I can definitely give my crack at it. Make sure to let me know which pull up you want to see me try and beat down in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Right, so I've just loaded up the generic setup with this car at this track. So these first laps are going to be basically just trying to feel out the track and trying to see what kind of adjustments we're able to make and see how far off the pace we are compared to real life. Alright, so a little bit about this track. This is only its third year running on the IndyCar schedule. IndyCar started racing here in 2023 and 2024, and this is the third year, 2025. Originally, IndyCar was racing at Belle Isle, which is, objectively, in my opinion, a better racetrack than this, I don't even know what to call this, but it's something. The track is very interesting, and very difficult, too. You got like 3 long straights, and then 9 very difficult corners, very tight corners too, especially like this little chicane right here. I mean, just look how bumpy that is. That's gonna be like an impossible corner to try and get through without dying, you know? Yeah, so Colton Herta's whole time was about like a tenth faster than his pole time from 2024 last year. So this is the second year in a row that Herta and Andretti have been on pole position here at Detroit. So hopefully my boy can go and get the job done finally and break up the Pillow dominance that is the 2025 IndyCar season. I mean, to be honest, Pillow has been on an absolute insane tear this season. Pretty much going down in the history books of IndyCar's single most dominant season in IndyCar since AJ Foyt. You know, it's pretty amazing what he's been able to do. So it was very interesting, the tire compound choices through the qualifying rounds. As in the beginning, Pillow and Lundgaard were the first guys to really try the strategy where you start the session out with alternate tires, so you go set your banker lap on alternate and then go try and put a faster lap down on another set of alternates. And not a whole lot of people caught up to that until, you know, it got to the Firestone Fast 6, where I believe Herta did the same tactic as well. And also, let's brag on a little bit about David Malukas too. Fantastic qualifying position for David Malukas. Little Dave finished second in the Indy 500 and now starting second here in Detroit, which is a fantastic little boost of motivation for the AJ Foyt racing team. And I don't think it's going to be before long that Malukas will be finding himself in a Penske racing seat. I mean, Townsend Bell even said it on the broadcast too that, you know, if he gets pulled, that's going to be, you know, him getting ever so closer to a Team Penske spot. I really do believe it could be from Will Power's seat as well. So I know very well what happened here last year with Colton Herta in the race. It was very crazy and hectic race in the middle where a lot of people got desperate and wrecked a lot, and then it led to interchangeable conditions where rain came and went, and Herta pitted for wet tires, and then the race was under caution for longer than it probably needed to be, and it ruined Herta's strategy, and people who were on the wet tires came back in before the I think after the next restart, before the next restart, because they had put on wet tires, that long caution, and then the wreck happened again, and came in and took some slick tires, and then made a very desperate move on the inside of one of the Delcone cars down here in this corner right here as we're passing it. overshot it and pretty much put himself a lap down and ruined his race for himself. So, he probably could have won this race last year had he not done that, but I don't think he's worried about that now. We're kind of focused in on what to do on Sunday. You'd think, you know, starting pole for the second year in a row, they'd know what to expect, especially with the below show happening. So the time we're trying to beat is a 1 minute 0.477. So pretty much, I mean, I've gotten a couple laps in to try and get my tires up to temperature. The front tires aren't really doing front tire things, so definitely have to make setup changes to actually try and get the front tires to grip a little bit more and turn in the corners. I got loose right there, awesome. You know, okay, well this is gonna be a predicament right here. Gotta do some awesome powers here. Bear with me. There we go. A little drift out of that little chicane there. Didn't get a very good turn in right there, but be 4 seconds off that lap, so we can try again for another. Alright, so I've gone ahead and thrown on the alternate tires and setup. However, I have not changed the settings yet, or haven't made any changes to the dampers or rebound stuff. So that's all that's gonna need to be changed probably after a couple of laps here. I've gone ahead and put a setup in. It's pretty much a Long Beach setup that I got, because the tracks are pretty much similar to the bumps and everything and the curbs, so I'm just going to be making a few changes here and there after these couple of laps. Feel really sketchy through that chicane. Really does not like turning into that corner very much. Oh my god, bumps. Holy cow. Ah! I was gonna get a good run out of that corner and just barely tap the wall there. There we go, got a good little drive there on the corner. Still 4 seconds off as we go for big slide into turn 1, so I'm gonna make some changes real quick and see if I can get any faster. Alright, so I made some changes. Gotten the fuel a little bit lighter, but gone down on the dampers and rebounds. Basically made it a lot more softer, so I can handle the bumps a lot better. Now we're actually going to try and give it a proper run here. Since I don't have the hybrid power to really get me going on these straights, I'm just going to hit the push to pass here. Try and get me down, especially that long straightaway. Thing is, with this one, it's only a button press per lap instead of like a certain amount of time I'm able to use it on, so gonna have to be wise and try and figure out when I can deploy it. Too early of a turn in right there and just pop the wall there. Alright, push the pass, try and carry me down the straightaway, please. Alright, dude, I keep on getting too early on the throttle there, and I just lose it out of the corners. It doesn't help that the bumps are just so violent you can't even get planted down. Got a big chunk of time right there, just getting that good exit out of there. Ah, damn it, missed up that corner. Broke a little bit too hard. And missed this corner again, and there it goes. Alright, I've gone to the extremes. I've put 0 on all the bump stops and 0 on the rebounds, so we'll see how this goes. Another good exit there, but we're only like on track to get a 103. Still gonna be 3 seconds off though. Ah, I missed a corner. I was looking down, I wasn't paying attention. Still a solid lap though. Let's try for another one. Never mind. There's a little bump on the right-hander into that chicane that really upsets the car even more before you really get into the bumps in the middle of the chicane I'm trying to avoid. So. Got super loose right there. I don't know how I saved that. Oh boy. Alright, so I've made changes to aerodynamics and also the drivetrain. So I've gone up on the differential power, gone down a little bit on the coast, and then gone down on the other thing as well, a little differential NM or whatever that means. So we'll see how that kind of works. It's supposed to like make it a little bit loose on entry, looser on power, so let's see if that helps out a bit. The first lap is just going to have to be a banker. Second lap is going to be the lap that we're going to really have to push on these runs. Right, so that'll do it for today's video. I wasn't able to beat Colton Herta's time. He was just really fast today. A 1 minute 0.4 is a crazy time, and I seriously can't can't match it, unfortunately. But crazy to think that I'm only like 2.5 seconds off of Herta's time. I think it would have been good enough to maybe get into the round of 12 for qualifying, but yeah, lest we move on. Let me know down below what pole times you still want me to try and beat, and I'll try my best to try and beat them. I'm definitely working hard on trying to figure this stuff out. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next. Here they come! Woo!